Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Carolyn and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Carolyn and this is my corgi Nelly. Thank you for stopping by on this wonderful Saturday if you're watching it on Saturday when this comes out. But this is another episode of Beauty and Brews. Before we get started in today's review of the Fegley Brew Squishy Kitten New England IPA, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you are a lover of beauty and makeup content as well as beer, definitely subscribe. I put out videos every Saturday and Monday for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump into today's look. Alright, so this is the can and it's got a really cute coral color mixed with this purple color. I'm going to be using the Venice Fling by Bailey Sarian X States Cosmetics because I feel like this might have like the best set of colors just to work in to make it easier for myself. I think this is going to be a really cool look. I think I already kind of have like something similar to what I have in mind for what I wore today actually, but I will take all the makeup off and start fresh for you guys to see the process. So with Fegley Brew, they're located in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I do have another video by them. I'll go ahead and link that above so you can maybe check it out. But that one was a belch that I had, that was like a sour belch ale that I had done previously, but this is a New England style by them, and on Untappd they actually have a 3.8 rating, and typical with New England IPAs, they are going to be hazy, they're going to be citrusy, they're going to have flavors of grapefruit and hoppiness in there. So go ahead and crack this baby open and see what it's all about. Okay, so for this particular New England IPA, it is a dry hopped with a Mandarina, Barbaria, Armillo, and Mosaic, and it's fermented with grapefruit and milk sugar. So I think when it comes down to milk sugar, which is called lactose, if you are sensitive to dairy, I would steer clear of New England IPAs because they could bother you depending on how sensitive you are. So, she's so cute, look. She's perched up right in between the pillows. Right off the bat, you know, you can smell the grapefruit flavors a little bit with the aromatics, but for the most part, you don't get a wild, like, you don't really get a strong smell at first. So let's go ahead and pour this in here so you guys can see what it looks like. Alright, so it's definitely effervescent, and it's not see-through. It is hazy like a typical New England IPA is, and that's because of the lactose in there, and it's also because they choose to not filter it. So most beers traditionally are filtered, but with this particular style, they're not. It actually smells quite juicy. Like, I really do enjoy that smell. It's very light. It's not too like in your face like I said previously. So let's go ahead and taste this. Oh wow, that is really good. I definitely taste that grapefruit. It's very prominent, but it's not like too bitter, which I feel like most people who don't like grapefruit would not choose this type of beer. But this is quite sweet and it balances out that bitterness that a grapefruit traditionally has and makes this really juicy. It's just really good. That lactose sugar there definitely helps this beer balance out any kind of bitterness from the hops and just from being an IPA. And this is a 7.2 ABV beer, so it's pretty high up there on the scale, and it makes sense for an IPA. The average for this on Untappd is 3.8, and I would personally give this a 4.5 just because I love New England IPAs, but I also like sweet IPAs. So this is definitely helpful for me. And I always suggest checking out Untappd or the brewery's website for more information about their beers if you're unsure. So yes, overall, Fegley Brew has become one of my go-to beers. If I see it out at a beer store, I definitely check out what they have in stock, and I really enjoyed the previous beer that I reviewed, and again, I'll link that above. But this brewing company, I really enjoy a lot of the beers so far. So if you are into New England style IPAs, definitely check out Fegley Brew Works if they're around you. This is located in Pennsylvania, but I don't know whether or not they would ship out anywhere else. I know it's a little bit more difficult to ship out west when it comes to beer. So yeah, that was the review of this beer. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and jump into the makeup look. Okay, so we are back with no makeup on. I am going to go ahead and just prep my eyes a bit because I feel like they're just so puffy all the time. But for today's, we're just gonna use the caffeine serum from The Ordinary. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and prep my eyes with the Pure Cosmetics eyeshadow primer. This is like a nude color. I find this eyeshadow primer really awesome. I really enjoy this. It's pretty tacky, but it also, you can move the product around on your face quite well. For me personally, that's what I enjoy when it comes to a primer. So we are gonna start with the color right here. It's called Bonfire with a MORPHE Deluxe blending brush. We're gonna go ahead and apply this just kind of like all over the crease area and a little bit above. Once I got this product, I just could not stop putting it down. Like this is a palette that I've been reaching to a lot as of lately. See how nice this primer blends with the shadow? It doesn't stick anywhere in particularly, it just works really well with the shadows. I think I'm definitely gonna buy the primer. I'm gonna take a little bit of the color called Rose Tattoo, and I'm just gonna go ahead and deepen that crease up with this color just so I can get more of a more brighter coral color there. I'm gonna take whatever's left on that Morphe brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like buff that together, scratch that out there, and upward. Feeling that beer. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and keep doing that, build that up, bring that to the inner corner. I'm gonna take an e.l.f. crease brush. This is so old. I remember when e.l.f. first came out and it was at Kmart's. That's how old I am. I'm just gonna keep packing that in. I'm doing a cut crease all the way across, so right along there I'm gonna get like a nice cut crease going. And I'm taking CoverGirl's True Blend Concealer and using this as my cut. So I'm gonna take a smaller Luxie brush, very lightly going around the edges to kind of soften that a bit. Alright, I think that looks good. And this is an e.l.f. brush. This is very old. I'm just taking the color Roller Skate from the same palette and I'm packing that on. There is some fallout with this purple I see here, but it's not bad overall. I think that purple did not come out as well as I would have hoped for that. I'm gonna take my Cover FX Dewy Setting Spray and I'm gonna go ahead and spray the brush and try to pack more on there, see if it becomes more vibrant. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, not bad. Alright, I'm taking that fluffy Morphe brush. I'm just gonna kind of try to buff this together for the most part. Take a little bit more of that Bonfire color, buff that there. Take that same Luxie brush and we're gonna take the shade Rose Tattoo again and we're gonna go ahead and do the lower lash. And I'll fix this up when I do the rest of my makeup, but it says a little bit of the purple left on there as well, so let's go ahead and bring that across. Alright, so yeah, that is that for the one eye. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye along with some eyeliner, eyelashes, and I'll fix up the rest of my complexion and then I will be right back. Okay, so I feel like something's missing from this look, so I'm gonna take the shade Zuri in the Nubian 2 by Juvia's Place palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to the inner corner just to give a little bit of a highlight. I really enjoy a good highlight, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah. I feel like Juvia's Place definitely comes out with some really awesome shimmers or metallics. Just, okay, yeah, that worked really well. It definitely helped to brighten up the eye look a little bit and kind of like widen the eye. I've added eyeliner. I started with the Colourpop gel black liner, and then I just went over it with a liquid eyeliner from Illmasqua. I think that's what it's pronounced. And then I went ahead and finished my complexion with the 4-in-1 foundation and concealer from Pure Cosmetics, and I used the Tan Lines and Bonfire from the State Cosmetics as my contour and my blush. Kind of like bring it all together. And I'm gonna go ahead and attempt something here. We're gonna go ahead and take the glitter liner, glitter eyeshadow, whatever you want to call it, from e.l.f. I'm gonna try to put that along the line right there. We'll see how that goes though. Like, that looks really cute. I surprise myself most days. I guess we'll just leave it like that. I think there's that with the glitter. I'm like pleasantly surprised in how that came out. Zoom you guys back out. Let's do a synopsis. What do we think of today's episode? Does the can match the eyes? I think so. Would you rock a look like this? Because this is fun. Honestly, I am pleasantly surprised with how this look came out. And if you've liked this video, give it a big old thumbs up on your way out. And do not forget to subscribe if you aren't subscribed to the channel. And I'll catch you guys next time on the next episode of Fegley Brews. Drink and play with makeup. That's my motto.